welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. We are really close to Christmas time. Holy crap. It is next Saturday, so 1 week. Whew. How are you keeping up with your December daily? I just want to review kind of what I'm doing. I bought this binder for 75 cents at a thrift shop and all the associated page protectors with it. The size of my page protectors are 8.5 by 5.5 and it is getting bulky. Now I do have extra page protectors here. I don't know that I need them all, which is great, right? I'll have them for next year or whatever. I tried to look up a binder that would fit this size, and every company has switched to 6 by 8. So what I'll probably end up doing with these extra page protectors are using them for fuse tool projects, creating pockets, shakers. I like to make my own wallet holders for my husband with pictures. I do print at home, so that makes it super easy. But anyway, today what I want to do is flip through what I've done so far. So I've got through December 16th done. 17th, excuse me. Today is the 18th. I'm filming this on Saturday. This will go live on Monday, the 20th. So, 2-day difference. Not a big deal. So I'm just going to go through each page. This is my introduction page. I talked before about this was not my original plan, but it works well. A few things that I've learned is I like doing single page spreads. However, that limits you on your photo sizes, right? So I have been really struggling with keeping up. Well, not keeping up. I'm fine with keeping up those last couple days, but I tend to want to use larger photos, right? So this is an example of where I took a scrapbook page sketch and translated it into this size. But this photo is itty bitty. I think it's 1.5 by 1.5. That is so small. It's really hard to tell what's in those pictures because it's so small. So for my normal scrapbooking, I am definitely keeping with 12 by 12. This is 5.5 by 8.5. So I would have, if I did a 6 by 8 album, I'd had a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here. I don't know that it would make much big difference for photo sizes, right? I do like that this forces my pages to be extremely simple. Extremely simple. You can't over embellish because you don't have room. You put one photo on there and you've got a full spread, right? I mean, here's an example where we did 2 Christmas trees this year. That's the first time we've ever done it. So I had to really skinny down my 2 photos, right? And not all of these pages are Christmas related, right? So this is, my goal for this album was to do songs is the title. So this one's the cleanup song, right? I took a huge pile of clothes that I had. I went through all of my clothes in my house, my personal clothes, not my son's or my husband's. And I came up with a lot of bags that I donated, which is awesome, right? I have been adding some bulk, but as I realize, I'm doing 26 pages, I think, this year. I don't really know. I may even go to 30, depending on the activities that we're doing, right? The bulk really limits your space. I love this page. I ended up taking some Distress Oxide inks and doing the splotting technique on this page to talk about the blue tinsel that my husband loves. And I actually have just some really cute tree tinsel that I used on this page, and I stapled it to the page, and you can't even tell because I used silver, which is awesome. And my theme, or my song for that title, it's the song that never ends. It's the song that never ends. Okay, and then this one doesn't really have a theme, but I feel like there's a whole bunch of Christmas songs that say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, all those kinds of things. Holly Jolly Christmas. So I didn't really need a title for this one. Okay. This one does not have a song because, frankly, I was shocked at my son's diagnosis on this. And I just wanted to get it done. Now, I actually really, really, really like this page, and I understand now why people do digital scrapbooking. This looks 3D, but it's digital, so I just was able to print it off. I don't know, maybe next year that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy one of Tracy Reed's digital kits, and I use my Silhouette software to create this. I just made a box that was 8.5 by 5.5, stuck a piece of paper on there, put the little elements on there, moved them front to back, and then voila, my page was done, my journaling is done, and all I had to do was print it off. That is pretty incredible. And it looks amazing. It looks amazing. So, I don't know. It takes a lot of the work out of it. A lot of the fussy cutting and figuring out what you're going to do with footprints and how you're going to get it on there. I still haven't added these pictures yet, but here's my finished project. I'll link the video for this below. What I'll end up doing is probably taping this to here. Here's day 11. I went from this to this on day 11, and best decision we have made for organizing our house. Best flippin' decision. My son has now learned how to army crawl because he has room to army crawl. Yeah, amazing. I am just thrilled with the change that made. Here's another one. Not a very good quality photo. I think my printer was running out of ink, so you really can't see down here, but that's okay, whatever. My story is right here. My paper brings that story to life. I'm fine with it. This is poking out, and it's because there's a lot of dimension at the bottom of the page. And so I'm going to fix that. Okay, this is a triple... Ugh, you know what, I can't fix it, darn it. I think I just need to take this guy off here, right? Maybe I can fix it. I wonder if... That's alright, okay. I'm just going to move him up. Yep, I'm going to move him up. There we go. Remove the foam on the back and then move him up. These page protectors are not very forgiving for bulk either. So you just have to kind of be mindful of where you place the bulk. Okay, there we go. I got these cute little numbers at Hobby Lobby. I passed them by the first time and second time I went to Hobby Lobby. I just had to pick them up. Wish I had just picked them up originally, you know, but oh well. There we go. Yes, now it's not poking out like it had been. Okay, so that's day 11, day 12. Day 13, I spent a lot of time figuring out what I was going to make for family coming through, actually now it's the 24th through the 27th. My mom's coming on the 24th, I think. And I actually ended up printing these little itty mini recipe cards offline. And then just filling them out with what I'm actually going to be making, which is easy, right? Okay, 14. We had 64-degree weather. I don't think there's going to be snow this year. I looked at the weather and there's just no snow predicted. And then the 15th, my son popped a tooth. Woo! Yes, I got to use all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. Yes, I did. Heck yeah. So fun. Really excited for him. But he has been cranky since. Lots of neediness. And then 16, I made a little pocket with our holiday card that still has yet to go out. My journaling is on the back. And then 17, which would have been yesterday. Oops, how do I get it back in there? Hang on. I'll figure it out later. I'm just going to go like that for now. 17, I had a bad day at work yesterday. I had a time crunch and everything was going wrong. Everything! So I decided to take alphas out of this book, which are really hard to read. I don't like the alphas. This is something for my son, so I don't really want him to be able to understand what's going on here, right? So I did F.U. Christmas, worst time of the year, documented 17, and talked about my really foul mood that day. I wanted to throw my phone across the room. I wanted to do a whole bunch of stuff. I was angry. I had never been that angry before. I was just fed up. So that is day 17. That is as far as I have gotten. I do still have my other pieces back here to talk about. I'll link the video for this below. I'm excited. I'm hoping we'll get our stockings in time for Christmas this year. It's supposed to arrive on Monday, but my husband's like, the post office still hasn't received it. So we'll see. I'm really wanting my son to have a stocking. It's his first Christmas. I might end up having to just go buy one. And then my final page. Okay. So, what have you learned this December season? Do you like the size that you're in? That you're using? Have you been doing full page photos? Have you been using your fuse tool? Oops, I have a random, because I need to put it back in there. Have you been adding some lump and bump to your album? Is your album almost full? Do you have to go to 2 albums? Some people have to go to 2 albums. I'm typically picking one thing to talk about during the day. That's the most important thing to talk about. So, yeah, that is my album thus far. We have been busy. Hopefully tonight we'll get to go see some free Christmas lights. Sunday I've got a Secret Santa party that I am hosting. I'm really excited about it. I'm hosting it at a friend's. And then, what else do I have going on next week? Well, my mom's coming on Christmas Eve. I don't work that day. Christmas is Saturday. So I really just have to figure out things that are Christmassy. And I can definitely use my list here of things that we can work through. So I would love to hear from you in the comments below what your December daily looks like, what you've really loved about this, what you haven't liked, so we can learn from it. This is my son's first Christmas, so I want to make sure to get everything documented for him. Things that are happening in real life, trying to make it super Christmassy. So, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.